That was great, man.
That was fun. It's always fun just to play with drums.
Absolutely. Welcome back to Andertons TV and yet another video where we are solving what you need to buy for Christmas.
If you haven't done it already, then you're a bit late.
You're watching this in January, just buy one anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Valeton. Valeton is, without doubt, it's my favorite of all the sort of affordable multi-effects units. I've been using a GP-200 for all my kind of office jams for about 2 years now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, GP-200 is the sort of is the flagship model in the Valeton range, and that even the flagship is 250 quid, right? So it's hyper affordable. This summer, Valeton released the GP-5, which is like half of one of these, basically. We've sold thousands. If you want to go watch a video about that, check the links below. It's 65 quid, and every guitar player really should have one.
In the gig bag.
Or maybe you should have a GP-50, because a GP-50 is like an enhanced version of a GP-5. So it's the same basic processor with the same kind of sounds in it, but just more stuff.
More. Hey, have you liked and subscribed yet? If you haven't, please do that. Thanks.
So I think we're going to put this on screen, but loosely speaking, here are the comparison differences between a GP-5 and a GP-50. Just for context, the GP-50 is going to be about £100, so I think it's going to be something like 40 quid more than the GP.
Nuts, man.
5. So the differences are slightly bigger screen. What have we got here? Couple more knobs. I think you can do stereo on the GP-5, but with a splitter.
Don't do that
jack.
with me.
Yeah,
Please
this is
don't do that.
actual left and right. What else have we got? I'm just going to do the headline stuff. So it has there is drums in the GP-5, but on the GP-5 you can only trigger the drums from the app. Now you can trigger the drums either from the pedal or from the app. You can
By not clearing up.
turn on and off. If you can turn on and off up to 6 different effects using the control feature on here. It's only 3 on the GP-5. You know what? I'm just going to go straight to the big 2 that I think are the big differences. Looper built in and rechargeable battery built in now. So you can charge this off USB, and then take it away with no power supply.
Have a look at this.
Nuts.
There we go.
Yeah.
Battery.
Anyway, you can go and read all the minutiae about the differences if you want to.
Read all about it.
There are 2 modes that I can set this up in. One is where this button will go down the presets and this button will go up the presets. Or I can switch it into stomp mode, which means I have to use this knob or the app to change presets like this. And then these 2 buttons will control which effects are on and off, and that's the mode that we've got it in now. So green means the effect is off, red obviously means the effect is already on, so you can switch it on and off like that, and you can assign which of those effects it's turning on and off. Let's just have a little listen. You heard the
number 0.
Preset 00. The guitar, Mr.
The guitar is this is one of these Epiphone. What are they called again?
Widow.
The Widow. Yeah, the Widow maker, not the Widow maker.
It's not a Widow
but
maker.
The Widow. This is.
No.
So there was a Widow, wasn't there? A custom shop one that was really popular.
There?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
yeah, there was, and then now they've made them as an Epiphone, and they are $7.99 with the. They're great guitars.
You know what? We'll do a separate video on this. They've been super popular. Check these colours out that are on the screen now. But yeah, these are $7.99 and have just arrived in Andertons. They look great.
The Widow.
Okay, so that was patch number 1. Sorry, patch 00. Patch number 1, Neo Soul.
So.
We're listening to this through some Genelec studio monitors. I would suggest, in order to get the most out of this unit, you do something similar. So run it into some studio speakers.
Yeah.
If you just want to run it into a guitar amplifier, you got 2 options. Turn off the amp modeling that's in here and just run into the front of your amplifier and use it just like an effects pedal for things like reverbs and delays and choruses. Or better still, run it into the effects return of your amplifier and just turn off the speaker emulations. But yeah, it's highly versatile. Headphones as well, like Pete said. Right, let's do another couple of these and then I'll show you the app that it comes with, Starry Night.
They like a noise gate on these things, don't they? Well, that's just my, like, they like a noise gate, which I understand.
I think that's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, and Pete and I don't really like noise gates. We'd almost rather hear a little bit of hum and let the guitar be a bit more responsive. But I think if you're a customer, you've never played one of these units before, I think actually turning it on and not hearing any hum is almost better, right? But anyway, it's it. I'll show you how you turn it off in the app. It's easy peasy.
Let's take it outside.
Let's try another one.
Let's take it outside.
Heavy distortion, well, we've probably just heard a heavy distortion. Pure clean.
Pure clean, but with covers on it. Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, smooth lead.
Smooth
Bluesman. We'll finish on Bluesman and I'll show you the app.
Sounds exactly like Joe Bonamassa. GP-50.
Let me show you this Valeton Suite app. So the app is connected via Bluetooth. This will work on Android or iOS. So this is your main screen where you get to see the pedals that are on within the patch. So you can see at the top it says we're on the Bluesman setting. I can use these left and right cursors up by the title here to change. Yeah,
and it's changing in real time.
So it doesn't really matter which one we're on here. So essentially this is your signal flow. So you can see you've got the first one is the noise reduction. The second one is your preamp. So that's going to include things like compressors and boosts and things like that. You can see them in that list there. The third one is distortion, which again has got all your distortions, overdrives and fuzz pedals in it. I'm going to come back to this N into S thing. That's called SnapTones.
Can I ask a question there quickly? Is that the same app? Is that the same interface as you get on the GP-5?
Yes.
And okay, so it's familiar if you've got one or the other.
It is.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like an ecosystem.
Different. And I think so. At the moment, the GP200 uses like a desktop editor, and I think Valeton have said that they're hoping to try and introduce this kind of
that'd be good.
Suite idea to all the Valeton models. Anyway, here are your amps. So this is into amp modeling, and here are your cabs. Now again. You see all this bit that says user IR? That's because, yes, the GB-5 and the GB-50, despite the fact that they're super affordable, you can import your own IRs into.
IRs?
IRs.
And?
Yeah. And so should we do SnapTone? All right, so SnapTone is a .nam files. This is using the neural amp modeling.
But not that neural.
Not neural DSP, super confusing.
The Tone 3000.
Yes.
Tone 3000! Turbo!
So all of these options in here are profiles, captures of real amps. Now, I'm going to steal Pete's thunder slightly here because he's the one that sort of did the expert research here. But one of the things that interestingly we found out about NAM captures recently is, and this is exactly the same as IRs. So we've always known this about IRs, but the same occurs for a NAM capture. So Tone 3000 or whichever
the website
neural, however you capture your NAM thing, will capture this very accurate reproduction of however you've mic'd up your amplifier or set your amplifier. When you import that into the processor, the better the processor, the better it will do of replicating that. So something like the dark glass anagram, which would be, or even just running it on your computer as a plugin, would be the most accurate version of that SnapTone.
Representation.
And then as you kind of go down to sort of lower quality processors, it kind of takes that capture and it just does the best version of it that it can.
Yeah, it kind of cuts off, if you got a circle, it kind of cuts off like the corners of it, so it becomes more angular instead of round, if you can see like that. So like a ball.
Interestingly,
with the
again,
out of
there is a video on our channel where John Connon and I do a capture of an angle that we then put on the GP-5, and we perceive that it sounds better as a plug-in as it does on the GP-5. It's pretty minor, but but at the time we shot that video, we didn't know technically that was what was happening.
It's basically like having an MP3 that's 320 bits or whatever it is, or having one that's 64. You're just lacking. It just gets more grainy as it goes down.
I'm going to really rapidly whiz through the editor. So you've got some EQs here. You've got all your modulations here. There's tons and tons of stuff. You've got, all your delays over here. And I'm flying through this now, and your reverbs here. And you can obviously see
this guitar's nice, man.
the parameters for each effect are crazy easy to adjust. You know, you just basically drag your finger up and down here or whatever, switch it off over here. Super, super, super easy. So what else do we need to know? There are settings within the patch about the preset volume. If you want drums, you can assign a different BPM for each patch if you want to. And then it also, one of the things that 50 does that GP5 doesn't is it has an external foot switch as well, which obviously you can then assign to what you want it to do. What other things? I told you about drums, or you heard drums at the beginning.
Drums.
Bluetooth audio is also connected to this, which means you can stream music from your device, your phone, into the GP-50. You can also do that on GP-5.
The battery thing is really cool, man, because you can have it out if you're busking somewhere. If you have a little battery amp as well, you're all ready to go, aren't you?
Shall we make a patch using
let's
both
do it, man.
Okay, fine. So if I just take this smooth lead and I turn everything off.
Smooth lead.
Smooth a lead. Here we go. Now.
So now
this has got nothing on it,
That's just a DI. Doesn't sound bad at all, actually.
Now, if I choose a modelled amp, first of all, and switch that on, I am going to have to switch a cab on as well. Otherwise, I'm going to get some horrendous sound. There's so many in here. I think actually all the list of the models are actually the same as what you get in a GP200. But so you've got Fender Twins. What's quite cool as well, you don't have to know anything about what cab should go with what amp. It automatically picks the matching cab for you, which is nice.
Cab.
You can change that if you don't want that, or replace it with your favourite IRs. So these are just a random selection of different amps.
Was that one?
This is quite interesting. So this is called an Eagle 120, and I think Eagle means Engel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to very quickly add a little bit of reverb, but then I'm going to swap out the Eagle model for an Engel SnapTone.
Both German amps. Eagle. Yes. The Eagle.
So let's put a little bit of reverb on like this. Here we go. Right, now let's just see. Oh, in fact, I'll show you turn it up again. Okay, so you hear that hum. This is the hum that Pete and I don't mind, but if you don't like that, you have a noise reduction and the hum goes away.
Yeah, but what happens is if you play softly, it sort of just chokes up the sound.
I'll leave the noise reduction off, but don't worry about the hum. If you don't like it, you can get rid of it. Right.
I'll just turn the guitar down.
So let's turn the amp and the cab modelling off, and let's turn SnapTone on. Now look, you can instantly see this like no entry sign because you can't run a SnapTone and a model at the same time.
Right.
So let's find, now a lot of these SnapTones in here come with it. All right, but right down at the bottom, here we go. See, it says Dep Crunch V40 Clean Engel Fireball. Pete and I made these SnapTones with the help of Taylor, and if you head on over to the Andertons website and go to any Valeton page, you'll find out where you can download these to your devices.
For free!
Okay, so here is a SnapTone of an Engel Fireball.
It's not just any Engel Fireball. It's the
one.
purple
It's
Engel
that one.
Fireball.
And if you go to a website like the Tone 3000
great,
website, there's just thousands of people in this sort of NAMM community that are modeling their own amplifiers, posting them up into the cloud, and then you can just download them.
And I'll tell you what's good about that website, because I had a little bit of a look over the weekend, is that they actually go in and they look at what is good. So they listen to them and they'll feature the ones that are best, and they push them to the top, because you get the sound is only as good as the profile that's done. That you log into it. You can get the worst things. People will do an amp profile of the socks, and it'll sound shocking. Or another. Yeah. So try to get some really nice ones with some lots of stars on them, and you know.
I'm going to put your deputy in here and build a bigger patch. Again, just talking about limitations and things like that. None of the Valeton devices that they make will actually capture them within themselves.
No,
so
not like the neural
stuff. It's not like a neural or a Kemper or whatever, where the hardware does the capturing.
It's confusing, isn't it? The neural and the neural.
It's just the worst naming convention ever. But yeah, so the idea, if you've got a Valeton unit, you just benefit from other people doing the capturing, basically.
Unless you use the Tone 3000 software. That's all on the website, so it's not too it's easy to do.
So I'm going to set up I'm going to make this like almost like a Pete Honore kind of board here. So I'm going to put his Deputy Crunch. I'm going to put a Tube Screamer into it.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
I'm going to heavily noise gate it. No, I'm not going to heavily. And a little bit of delay, just like some tape delay. I haven't really adjusted anything yet. What does it sound like?
You need the volume in there. There's some modulation on it.
I can get you a bit more volume.
Some modulation on the delay.
Making patches using the app is the craziest, easiest thing ever. You saw the drums, didn't you? I mean, let's just get like a, I don't know, like a rock.
So on.
Bosh, bosh, bosh. Obviously, you got loads and loads of different drum beats in there.
It's fun to play along to drum beats, just come up with stuff.
The only thing there is left to do, and we might need to pop this on the floor now, is for Pete to show you the looper side of things. But look.
We'll do that as we jam out.
That's basically, yeah, I mean, I just think this is like, for me, it's like if you're beginning your journey as a guitar player and you just want an interesting introduction into the world of effects.
Inspiration.
It's the best place to start because it's so affordable and it's got so much in it. Or maybe you do just need like an emergency backup thing, and you're like imagine like you're gigging or you're jamming or whatever. You've got a little band at school or whatever, and something happens to your main rig. To just be able to take this out of your bag, give the sound man, okay, look, plug me into the PA, we'll be fine. It's just crazy.
Even if you've got a QC and somebody spills a beer into it.
Your backup QC. We didn't even talk about the fact that you can use the USB output as a recording interface as well.
All of
it's
that
just
stuff.
like,
but that's like given now, isn't
anyway,
it? That's given. That's like cars have blind spots.
So,
and everything now.
100%. Check this out. Check out the GP5. Make a decision as to which one you think you're going to get the most out of. We've ordered loads for Christmas because I think it's going to be a hugely popular product. It's probably going to be the best-selling product we do over Christmas. This.
I hope so. I hope so.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, apart from Pete showing you the looper, is the end of this video. Yeah, we've got a little sort of mouse built into the... Anyway, right, come on, let's do it.
Goodbye.